Good morning, internet. Welcome back to the channel. So guys, today's video we are going to be sewing a shirt collar. So the shirt collar, the neck length is going to be 12 inches. So without wasting my time, let's get it done. So right here is a stiff that we are going to use for the collar. So is let me measure the length for you to see. Is 13.5 inches longer, so we have to divide it into two, and we have to fold it into two. You understand? We have to fold it into two. We want 12 inches long, so we have to measure 6 inches. We have folded it into two, so we want 6 inches. We have to mark 6 inches. You understand? Please watch it carefully so that you will get, or you know how we are doing it. You understand? So we have marked 6 inches right here. You understand? So we are going to cut the collar. You're going to draw and cut the collar. It's something like this. So it's collar 12. You understand? So it's something like this. It's something like this, but when I'm cutting, you will see how I will cut it. You understand? It's something like this. So if you know how to draw, you know how to sew better. If you know how to, if you know drawing, you know how to sew clothes better. So we are cutting it. Please watch it carefully so that you're able to see how I'm cutting it. We have folded into two. You understand? So watch it carefully. This is 12 inches long that we are so we have divided, or we have folded into two. So we have make it at 6 inches. You understand? 6 inches. You understand? So this is 12 inches that we are making. So guys, this is actually how to cut it. You understand? So from this part to the down part is 1 inch, and this part to the top part too is 2.25 inches. You understand? Longer. You understand? So when you open it, you can choose to make this as a collar, but we want to make a double neck, or we want to make a double collar. So we have to close it again. You have to close it again. You know this part. You are going to mark this part. You understand? You're going to mark it straight. You understand? You're going to mark it straight. So we are going to cut that part. You understand? We are going to cut that part that we have mark it with the pen. You understand? We are cutting it straight. So guys, this is actually how it's going to be looking. Remember, this is called a stiff. You understand? This is called a stiff. You understand? So this is what we are going to use for the collar. So this fabric right here, or this material right here, is the same measurement, right? So let me measure the length for you to see. The length is 3 inches. You understand? And the actual weight is 13.25 right here. You understand? So it's 2, right? It's 2. It's the same measurement. So this fabric is going for this one. You understand? This fabric is going for this one. You understand? So to do this one, let's first put this one aside. So to do this one, this fabric, the front and back look the same. You understand? So we are just we can put it anywhere. You understand? So we are going to put this one on this place, on the map like this. You understand? On this place. You understand? We are going to put it on this place and iron it. We are going to iron it. So after we iron it, we are going to show you the next part. You understand? So let's go and iron it. So guys, we have done ironing it. You understand? So as we I told you earlier, this is 12 inches long. The stiff is 12 inches long that we are going to use. No, this is, let me measure it again. The whole stiff is 12 inches, you understand? So let me measure this one too. This one too is 10 inches, yeah, right? So the fabric supposed to be what longer than the stiff, so that we'll get the excess to what sew it. So this excess part is for the sewing allowance, you understand? So we are just going to put this one on it. We are going to put this one on the other fabric, you understand? We're going to put this on the other fabric. So what we are going to do now is to stitch from this part to this part onto this part. So we will stitch it twice. But we will first stitch the first one, you understand? So watch it carefully so that you're able to see what I am, or how I'm stitching it. Please watch it carefully so that you're able to see how I am stitching it, so that you're able to stitch yours to the same way I understand. We are making sure it's the same, is the same mouth, you understand? This one, the point that we first do it, we first did it, you understand? So just watch it carefully. See how I am stitching it. So guys, can you see I have done stitching this part. We are going to stitch it twice because the video is going to be too long. I'm going to stitch it without recording it, you understand? So let's stitch it and come and show you the next part. So guys, I have done stitching it twice, you understand? You can see I've done it stitching it twice. So the excess part right here, two right here, and this part right here, we are going to cut it also. Please watch it carefully. Watch the way I am cutting it so that you will know exactly what I am doing, so that you learn from it. Please watch the way I am cutting it. We are not gonna cut where the thread is being sewed, understand? So we are cutting it from the we will cut it and leave some at least almost quarter inches, understand? So this is how we are going to cut it, understand? So we are going to turn it. 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 So guys, we are turning it. So can you see we have to bring the scissors to help us turn it very well, make it stand out very beautiful. So guys, you can see we have turn it. So this part we are going to fold it, make the back go inside, you understand? So we are going to put it on the iron table and iron it to make it so smooth, you understand? So we are going to iron it. Because the video is going to be too long, just have to iron it without recording. So we are going to iron it to make it smooth, just simple as that. We are going to iron it and come and show you the next part. So guys, we have done iron it, you understand? We have done iron it, you understand? So what we are going to do now is to stitch from a quarter inches through this part onto this part. So just watch it, you will see how I am stitching it. We are stitching it on top, you understand? So watch it carefully so that you're able to know or see exactly how I am stitching it. So please watch it. Please watch it carefully so that you're able to see how I am doing it. So guys, we have done this part. So guys, we have done this part. This is the one that's going to go upper, you understand? That's going to go the top, you understand? So let's get to the next part. That is this one. So this one too, this is the 12 inches long, you understand? This is the 12 inches long. So this fabric too, we have to leave some excess place for the sewing allowance, you understand, for the sewing allowance. So what we are going to do now is to pick one of it, this one. So this one too is the same measurement, right? It's two, you understand? It's two different fabric, you understand? So we are going to put the stiff on it like this. You're going to put the stiff on this part, you understand? You're going to cut this excess part from it. So we are going to iron it on it. We are going to iron the stiff on this fabric, you understand? We are going to iron the stiff on this fabric, you understand? So we are going to put the fabric on this one like this, you understand? After we iron it, we are going to put it on it straight to the end part, you understand? So let's go and iron it and come and show you the next part. So guys, we are done ironing it, you understand? So it's the same measurement still, you understand? So the rough part, that is the rough part that we put the stiff on it, the one that is gonna go inside, not the one that's gonna come outside whenever you wear the shirt, you understand? So we have folded this part onto it like this, you understand? Onto it like this straight, you understand? We have leave some excess part for the sewing allowance. So we are going to stitch on top of the one that we have folded. So just watch it. And you'll see exactly how I am stitching it. Just watch it carefully. So we are stitching it on the top, you understand? On top. We are stitching it straight to the end. So guys, I am done stitching this part, you understand? So we are cutting the excess thread. So guys, after sewing it this way, we just have to fold it into two, you understand? We just have to fold this into two, you understand? We just have to fold it into two so that we will mark the middle, you understand? So this is the middle. We are marking the middle. This is the middle, you understand? And this part we have to fold it into two, you understand? We have to fold this part, or this one too, that's the upper one here. You have to fold it into two, and this where is going to come at the back. This is where it's going to show outside. So we have to mark it with the pen, you understand? So that we will see the back or the middle. So that we will see the middle, the same as this one, you understand? The same measurement, you understand? We have to fold this part too into two, you understand? And also mark this one, the middle, you understand? You have to mark the middle of this one. So you have to mark the middle of this one after folding it. This is the middle. So guys, this where it's going to show outside, you understand? So what we are going to do now is we are going to bring this one where we have marked the middle, you understand? We have marked the middle onto it like this, you understand? And we have to bring this one to, you understand? So look it carefully, you understand? You see this one is going down. Let's we are going to put the one that's going up onto it like this, you understand? Onto it like this. We are going to put it in the middle, as we do the first ones, you understand? So we are going to put it in the middle. So we will leave some excess part. So we will leave some 1/4 inches for the excess part for the sewing allowance, right? On the white fabric right here. That's what you are seeing right here, you understand? That's why you are seeing it right here, you understand? So to do it, we have to attach it with office pin, you understand? You have to attach it with office pin. So I am bringing an office pin. So we have to attach it with office pin, you understand. So we are going to what, attach the office pin onto the three fabric, all the three fabrics, you understand, to make it to make it not shift whilst we are what, sewing it, you understand, so that we will get a better it when we are sewing. So this is actually how to arrange it, you understand. So you see, can see there's some excess part from the what, sewing allowance at the down part, you understand. So what we are gonna do now is to stitch from this part. Let me show you well, so that you're able to see what I am going to do. You are going to stitch from this part through this part on the down part like this onto this part, you understand. So watch it carefully, please watch it carefully, so that you see how I am stitching it, you understand. So please watch it carefully. So we are stitching it, please watch it carefully. So this part, this length is going to be the same as this part, you understand, so that we're gonna make any mistake. You have to make it the same thing, you understand. You have to make it the same thing. So we are stitching it, please watch it. So please watch it carefully, so that you're able to watch how we are stitching it. So now we can remove the what, office pin, so that you're able to what, stitch it very beautiful. We have done removing it. So the excess part is 1/4 inches, you understand. That's where we are what, sewing it under. We stitch it the same way we did the what, the first part, you understand. So guys, I am done stitching it, but we have to what, stitch it twice, so that the thread is not going to what, remove, because the video is going to be too long. We have to stitch it without recording it, you understand. So we are going to what, stitch it again, so that the thread is not going to be what, removing. So guys, we have done stitching it twice, you understand. You have done stitching it twice. You can see you have done what, stitching it twice. So we are going to cut the excess part. Let me show you the excess part that we are going to cut. We are going to cut it from this part through this part onto the top part. So watch it carefully. I'm turning it to cut it, so watch it carefully, so that you're able to see how I am cutting it. You're able to see exactly how I'm cutting it. We are not going to cut where the thread is being what, stitched. So we have done cutting it. This is exactly how it's looking. I'm making it slow, so that if you are learning, you're able to see it you're able to see it well, so that you're able to learn it well, you understand. So that's why I'm making it so slow. It's my platform. So guys, we have to turn it, you understand. After sewing it, we have to what, turn it. That's what I'm doing right now. You have to turn it. You have to turn it to make it look like this. You understand. So we have to what, turn it to make it looks exactly like this. So we are going to iron it, guys. We are going to iron it to make it smooth, and come and show you the next part. So guys, after ironing it, this is actually how it's looking. So we are going to cut the excess part to make it left 1/4 inches for the sewing allowance whenever you are going to stitch it on the neck of the shirt, the shirt neck that you cut it, that you are going to stitch this color on it, you understand. This is just a for example video, you understand. This for example, just to show you how to make the collar itself, you understand, the double collar itself. So this is actually how to make it, but we are going to what, cut the excess part. So we are cutting the excess part to make it left a quarter inches. Let me just show you how I am doing it so that you're able to see it. So from this mouth to this part, understand, we will leave almost a quarter inches, understand, or a quarter inches right here. So we are cutting it. So watch it. We are cutting it straight. That is for the word the sewing allowance. That is for the word the sewing allowance. So you have seen it. We are going to stitch from this part to this part too to make it nice, understand. So let's quickly do it. So guys, this is actually how to stitch a double collar. This is actually how to cut and stitch a double collar, you understand. So please, if you find this video helpful, or if you find this video helpfully, kindly hit the subscribe button, turn on the post notification, make sure you cut the excess thread from it, so it's going to be what, looking nice. Hit the subscribe button, hit the follow button, please support us. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. This is actually how to stitch a double collar. You see, this is the different fabric, you understand, and this down part is the also a different fabric, you understand. So when the collar is like this, you understand, when the collar is like this, afterwards stitching it, you understand, it's going to be looking like this, understand. So this is exactly how to stitch a double collar. So subscribe for more videos. Thank you for watching.